Katt Williams recently stirred up a storm online with explosive claims about Beyonce and Jay-Z's alleged involvement in DMX's death, accusing them of orchestrating a cover-up and sabotaging the late rapper's career. According to Williams, the music industry, with Jay-Z at its helm, systematically worked to undermine DMX because he refused to bow to its pressures and conform to its expectations. Williams asserts he witnessed these events firsthand and even reached out to DMX, relating to the struggles of being ostracized for not playing by the industry's rules. Like DMX, Williams claims he faced blackballing and punishment for resisting what he describes as a corrupt, manipulative system that thrives on control and exploitation. He points to a specific period when Jay-Z became president of Def Jam, suggesting this marked a turning point in DMX's career decline, driven by jealousy and a deliberate effort to sideline a formidable competitor. Williams' allegations paint a picture of a ruthless industry where power dynamics and personal vendettas shape careers. He claims DMX, at the height of his success, was a dominant force in hip-hop, having achieved 5 consecutive #1 albums on the Billboard 200. This unprecedented success, according to Williams, made DMX a target for Jay-Z, who allegedly saw him as a threat to his own influence. The tension between the two rappers reportedly began long before their mainstream fame, rooted in their early days in New York's underground battle rap scene. Despite their shared history, their relationship soured when Jay-Z assumed a leadership role at Def Jam, where he allegedly used his authority to hinder DMX's career. Williams cites a specific instance where DMX recorded an album, shot a video, and prepared for its release, only to be met with inexplicable delays and inaction from the label. DMX himself addressed this in a radio interview, accusing Jay-Z of stalling his projects to eliminate competition, especially after Jay-Z announced a brief retirement only to return to rapping, further fueling speculation of ulterior motives. Adding weight to these claims, Gotti, Jay-Z's former close associate, has publicly spoken about Jay-Z's envy toward DMX. Gotti recounted efforts to create a collaborative album featuring DMX, Ja Rule, and Jay-Z, which never materialized because Jay-Z was reportedly reluctant to share the spotlight. Gotti suggested that Jay-Z felt overshadowed by DMX's raw talent and commanding presence, particularly in their joint recordings where DMX's verses outshone his own. According to Gotti, Jay-Z preferred working with artists like R. Kelly and Kanye West, who were less likely to challenge his dominance, unlike DMX and Ja Rule, who approached collaborations with a competitive edge. This dynamic, Gotti implied, led Jay-Z to sabotage the joint project, prioritizing his own ego over the potential success of the album. The fallout from these professional disputes reportedly extended beyond music, with lingering tensions that persisted until DMX's death in 2021. Williams goes further, alleging that Jay-Z's actions against DMX were not merely professional but deeply personal, culminating in extreme measures to neutralize him as a threat. He suggests that Jay-Z's jealousy and desire for control drove him to orchestrate DMX's downfall, pushing him towards substance abuse as a means of coping with the mounting pressures and setbacks. The narrative takes a darker turn with claims that Jay-Z may have been involved in DMX's death, with Beyonce allegedly complicit in concealing the truth to protect her husband and their shared empire. While these accusations lack concrete evidence, they resonate with a broader narrative of distrust toward powerful figures in the music industry, amplified by conspiracy theories that have long swirled around Beyonce and Jay-Z. Theories about the couple's influence extend beyond DMX, with some speculating that Beyonce herself is implicated in other high-profile incidents. Jaguar Wright, another vocal critic, has made sensational claims, accusing the Carters of being responsible for the deaths of Aaliyah and Jay-Z's alleged mistress, Kathy White. Wright alleges that Jay-Z and Beyonce have a history of silencing threats to their reputation, even suggesting they've held individuals against their will and engaged in coercive behavior. In the case of Kathy White, who reportedly died of a brain aneurysm, Wright claims foul play, asserting that Beyonce's jealousy over Jay-Z's affair prompted extreme actions, with Jay-Z covering up the incident to protect their brand. She points to Beyonce's song Daughter as a cryptic confession, with lyrics describing a violent altercation and a cover-up involving a bathroom attendant. While these claims are speculative and unverified, they contribute to a narrative of secrecy and manipulation surrounding the couple. Williams connects his own experiences to DMX's, arguing that both faced retaliation for refusing to conform to the industry's demands. He recounts a pivotal moment early in his career during the filming of Friday After Next, where producers pushed for a scene in which his character would be assaulted, believing it would be comedic. Williams, in his first major film role, firmly opposed the idea, arguing that such content was inappropriate and unfunny. He took a significant risk by challenging the producers, knowing his stance could jeopardize his fledgling career. His resistance paid off, as the scene was ultimately cut, but it marked him as a nonconformist, leading to what he describes as blackballing by industry gatekeepers. Williams sees parallels with DMX, who similarly refused to compromise his authenticity, resulting in professional ostracism and personal struggles. The allegations against Jay-Z and Beyonce are part of a broader wave of scrutiny tied to their longtime associate, Sean "Diddy" Combs, whose legal troubles have fueled speculation about the Carters' involvement in industry controversies. Diddy's arrest and the subsequent lawsuits alleging sexual misconduct have cast a shadow over his connections, including his decades-long friendship with Jay-Z. Some conspiracy theories link the couple to Diddy's alleged crimes, suggesting they were aware of or complicit in his actions. These claims, while lacking substantiation, have gained traction online, with viral content pointing to Beyonce's habit of sending flowers to celebrities as a supposed intimidation tactic, signaling her influence and control. Others interpret frequent public acknowledgments of Beyonce during award speeches as evidence of her dominance, with artists allegedly coerced into showing allegiance to maintain their status. DMX's own words add fuel to the narrative. In interviews, he expressed frustration with the industry's treatment, accusing Def Jam of neglecting his work despite his proven track record. He recounted being promised support for his sixth album, only to face delays and excuses, which he attributed to Jay-Z's interference. DMX's outspokenness about these issues, combined with his refusal to play the game, made him a target, according to Williams. The rapper's struggles with substance abuse, which intensified as his career faltered, are framed as a consequence of the pressure and sabotage he endured. While DMX and Jay-Z collaborated on occasion, their relationship remained fraught, with subliminal disses and behind-the-scenes tensions overshadowing any public camaraderie. Irv Gotti's accounts further complicate the story, highlighting Jay-Z's competitive nature. Gotti recalled Jay-Z's skepticism about DMX's commercial viability, dismissing his raw, emotional style as depressing compared to his own polished persona. Gotti's attempts to champion DMX were met with resistance, as Jay-Z reportedly questioned whether DMX was a better rapper. This rivalry, Gotti suggested, influenced Jay-Z's decisions at Def Jam, where he prioritized his own interests over supporting other artists. The unreleased collaborative album, which could have been a landmark project, became a casualty of this dynamic, with Jay-Z allegedly unwilling to risk being outshone. The conspiracy theories surrounding DMX's death take these tensions to an extreme, with some claiming Jay-Z's actions went beyond professional sabotage to something more sinister. Williams and others speculate that Beyonce's silence is a strategic move to protect her husband, whose influence in the industry is unmatched. The couple's wealth and power, estimated at $2.6 billion, make them formidable figures capable of shaping narratives and silencing critics, according to detractors. Beyonce's public focus on her music and philanthropy, including her endorsement of political figures like Kamala Harris, is seen by some as an attempt to deflect attention from these controversies. Her recent achievements, such as headlining the NFL Christmas Game Day halftime show and winning Grammy Awards for her country music ventures, contrast sharply with the dark allegations, creating a complex public image. Williams' outspokenness reflects his broader critique of the entertainment industry, which he describes as rife with corruption and exploitation. He claims to have accumulated secrets over his 30-year career, positioning himself as a whistleblower unafraid to challenge powerful figures. His refusal to participate in the Friday After Next scene, despite the risk to his career, underscores his commitment to principle over profit. Similarly, he portrays DMX as a victim of an industry that punishes authenticity, using his story to highlight systemic issues. Williams' allegations, while inflammatory, tap into a growing distrust of celebrity culture, where fans and critics alike question the motives of those at the top. Public reactions to these claims are mixed. Some fans defend DMX's legacy, emphasizing his raw talent and authenticity, while others dismiss the accusations against Jay-Z and Beyonce as baseless conspiracies. Online discussions highlight DMX's fearlessness, with one commenter noting that he never shied away from confronting industry giants like Diddy or Jay-Z. Another praised his poetic lyricism and unique voice, lamenting the loss of a singular artist. The lack of concrete evidence fuels skepticism, but the persistence of these theories reflects a broader fascination with the hidden machinations of the music world. Ultimately, the allegations remain speculative, rooted in personal accounts and circumstantial connections rather than definitive proof. The narrative of Jay-Z sabotaging DMX's career, with Beyonce allegedly complicit in covering up his death, raises questions about power, loyalty, and accountability in the entertainment industry. Whether these claims hold truth or are the product of rumor and resentment, they underscore the enduring impact of DMX's legacy and the complex dynamics that shape hip-hop's history. https://www.cheatshheet.com/news/DMX-believed-Beyonce-changed-J. AY-Z-Worse.html/